Welcome all to EduSD. This is Sejal Doshi. Today we are going to see a very basic concept of accountancy, that is classification of accounts and its rules. In any business, we see there are a lot of transactions, be it purchase or sales, as in the case of this factory. Each transaction has two aspects and two or more accounts are involved in it. We first identify those affected accounts and then classify it into the types of accounts. While setting up a business, we tend to take a loan from a friend or a financial institution like bank. Here, business deals with person or a legal person such as bank. Next, the business may buy assets or properties to carry on the business activities, like for example, air conditioners, coolers, furniture, machinery. These assets or properties are our owned things. Business may also pay for certain services that are used by it to carry on business smoothly. These are the expenses like telephone charges, courier charges, conveyance charges, or photocopying charges. All the transactions, may it be big or small, has to be recorded in books of accounts of any business so as to have the correct financial statement and position of the business. Let us understand what is an account and then its types. Account is a summarized record of transactions that affect a person, property, expense, or income. It refers to a list of business transactions falling under a particular title. We explain this with an example. When we buy a machine, we open a machine account. If I pay installation charges for installing the machine, it will be recorded in the same account. If I sell it, it will be recorded under the same account. Hence, we say it's a list of business transactions falling under the same title. Account is classified into personal and impersonal account. Personal account is of further three types: natural personal account, legal or artificial personal account, and representative personal account. Similarly, impersonal account is classified into real account and nominal account. Real account is of either tangible or intangible assets. Nominal account are accounts of either expenses and losses or incomes and gains. Let us see these types in detail. What is a personal account? It is an account of a person with whom business deals. The first type of personal account is a natural personal account. For example, if there is a business named ABC and Company and it takes a loan from a person named Ram, we say Ram is a living person and business is dealing with a natural living person, and hence Ram's account will fall under the heading natural personal account. Second type is a legal or artificial personal account. In our example, if ABC and Company takes a loan from a bank, your bank has a separate legal status and has its own identity different from its members. So bank is considered a legal person and so bank account is considered under legal personal account. Third type is representative personal account. If say ABC and Company had to pay wages to Mr. X, Miss Y, and Mr. Z differently. The payment is already due to be paid, but ABC and Company has not paid. That means it's outstanding to be paid. Therefore, instead of writing individual names like Mr. X, Y, or Z, it clubbed the amounts under one single head as outstanding wages account. So here, outstanding wages account represents group of persons whose individual identity is not disclosed. We can have other example like prepaid salaries account, debtors account, creditors account. These all accounts represent group of people and will fall under representative personal account. We now come to impersonal accounts. It is very easy to define these accounts. An account which does not fall under personal account is known as an impersonal account. We have two types of impersonal accounts, real account and nominal account. Real accounts are accounts of property or assets. These denote the things that are possessed and owned by the business. Assets are of two types here, tangible and intangible. Back to our example of ABC and Company. When ABC and Company buys chair, machine to run the business, chair and machine are their owned and possessed assets, as well as they can be seen and touched, and it also has money value. So all the assets which can be felt, seen, touched and measured, they fall into tangible real accounts. To understand the intangible assets, we say ABC and Company was set up in the year 2000 and is still working. Definitely for working over 20 years, it will have made a reputation for itself in the market. This reputation in the minds of people and market helps the business in sales and other activities. It is known as goodwill of the company. This goodwill is not seen or touched but can be measured in money terms. So, an account which is not seen, felt, touched and realized, but it can be measured in terms of money, we say that account is an intangible real account. Likewise, we have trademark account, copyright account. These also fall under intangible assets. Nominal accounts are the easiest to remember, as they are the accounts of expenses, losses, incomes and gains of the business, and they are bifurcated also the same way. If we say business has paid rent or commission has been paid, or it has allowed or given discount to parties, then these all are expenses to the business and will fall under expenses and losses. On the other hand, if we say business has received rent, it has received commission or has earned or received discount on some transaction, then these are income for the business and will fall under incomes and gains. After classification of the accounts, we apply the rules of accounting to record these accounts into the books. For traditional approach of accounting, the accounts are classified into three heads: personal account, real account and nominal account. As we have already understood the meaning of these accounts, we can easily relate to their rules. Personal account rules are debit the receiver and credit the giver. As we know, personal account deals with persons. So in any transaction, if a person is involved, he will be either a receiver or a giver. We need to use these rules accordingly. ABC and Company taking loan from Ram is a giver here. So while recording, Ram's account will be credited. Real account rules are debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Real accounts are the accounts of assets. So whenever asset is brought into the business, it will be debited, as we say, debit what comes in. And if asset is sold, we will credit that account, as we say, credit what goes out. Nominal account rules are debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. So if rent is paid, we will debit it, as rent paid is an expense for the business. And if rent is received, we will credit it, as it will be an income for business. Let us classify some of the accounts under three heads: personal, real and nominal. First is computer account. What is computer to business? Yes, it's an asset, so it's real account. Next comes municipal corporation account. Where will you write it? It enjoys a separate legal status, so it's counted as a personal account. What about salary account? Salary account should be in nominal. Why nominal? Because salary is an expense to the business. Where will you put interest account? Again, whether interest paid or received, it is a nominal account. Next one is a bit tricky one, sports club account. But if you go by the definition, you will realize sports club also enjoys a legal person status. So it will fall under the personal account. What about cash account? Cash is something possessed by the business. So definitely it is an asset to the business and it falls under real account. Next is Shyam's account. This is the simplest one. It's a living person's account, so definitely a personal account. Next comes commission account. Commission again, whether received or paid, it is a nominal account. What about motor van account? Motor van is an asset to the company, so definitely a real account. Prepaid salaries account. If you go back to our definitions and types, you will recollect prepaid salaries is a clubbed account. So it represents a group, definitely a personal account. Bad debts account. Bad debts are the debt or money which were given to debtor and now is irrecoverable. So it's a loss for business and will fall under nominal account. Thank you for watching the video. I hope the concept is pretty much clear. If you have any suggestions or want me to cover any topic of your concern, please write it in the comment section. Please subscribe the channel and share the video if you have found it informative. We'll be back soon with another topic.